Hello and welcome to another episode of Reminiscences. Today we have the rare privilege to meet a 90-year-old elder statesman, Alhaji Shehu Othman, who, as you'll hear, has attended some of the best schools in northern Nigeria of those days, in Katsina Ala, in the real Katsina, in Bidda, and finally in Ahmadu Bello University, before he worked in many establishments and served as commissioner, I believe 4 times, from Benue Plateau State to Plateau State of the present day. And he is from Nasarawa State. Indeed, he is the Magajin Garin Kiana, which is a town in Nasarawa State. Alhaji Shehu, I'd like to welcome you to the program.
Thank you very much.
And to start by asking you, how was schooling in Kiana so many years ago when you started as a young student?
To start with, during my time,
Yes.
there was no primary school in China. We were under Lafayette. And the emir of Lafayette then, Muhammad Agwe II, he has connection with China. From the history, we are told,
Yes.
he likes people from China because they don't want trouble. They are nice people. Then the emir of Lafayette sent to the chief of China that he should send 2 or 3 of his boys to come to school in Lafayette. When they later reached the Osana of China, he called his brothers. He said, here's a letter from the emir of Lafayette that he should send 2 or 3 of his children to attend school in Lafayette, as we don't have school in China. So they all sit down. Then one of the brother say, okay, I'll give you my son.
But at that time, it's a very difficult decision. Not everybody wanted to send the children. Yeah.
Nobody wanted to. Nobody wanted to divide his children. Then one of his brother brought his son. Then the chief of China also brought his own personal son. He said, who else can give me another child? I have given my own son. And you are my brothers. Everybody sit down quietly. Everybody is afraid. Then my father got up and said, I'll give you my son. He said, you say what? He said, I'll give you my son. Why is he? He's in the farm.
How old were you then?
A small boy. But small boy in those days, nowadays, they are big. Because when we were very small, we hear a lot of things. Not like this.
You were working on the farm also?
Yes. I'm working with my senior brother. Then they sent somebody. When he came, he couldn't cross, because there was a small stream. He couldn't cross the stream. So he was shouting on us, while we were on the other side, farming. Then I answer. He said, okay, Shehu, please come. My brother said, who is calling you? I said, somebody there at the other side of the town. Say, my father wants to see me in the house. Okay, go. So I put my thing. I walk and cross the river and met the man. I followed the man to the palace. I didn't know what he was going on. As a small boy. So when they were sitting down inside their private, personal house, where they sit down and relax and enjoy themselves, they said I should enter. And those they don't, small boys do not enter. But the chief said, bring him inside. I enter and I was afraid. Then my father said to him, here is the boy. The chief looked at me. He said, can you go to school? I said, yes. I said, yes. Without. So my father was happy. Because if I refuse, he will not be happy. How can his senior brother ask something that he cannot give him? So I said, I will go.
So that's how you went to Lafayette.
That's why I went to Lafayette.
How long did you stay? And with who did you stay?
Madalla, very good question. In Lafayette, in those days, I have my grandfather who was deported from China to Lafayette because he was very tough, very naughty. He never feared anybody. So the emir of Lafayette said, look, if we don't take this man from China, we cannot rule China. That's why they plan him. They kidnap him and bring him to Lafayette. They say, okay, you are now a very Kambari man, not a Lago. So that kidn't won't be Lafayette, if he has won't be Lafayette.
Right.
It is owned by Arago, not by Kambari. Because the man who has that crowd, I told you, is China.
So he became the Wambai.
He became Wambai Lafayette.
How is it then that when you finish primary elementary school,
Where?
how do you in Lafayette, how did you go to Katsina Ala in those days? This is for your secondary school, right?
Yeah, that's right. For my primary and middle school.
Middle school, yes.
Because in those days there was no secondary.
Okay.
You remember middle four?
Yes. So this is middle school.
To middle school.
Katsina Ala.
Katsina Ala. So we were choosing about 5 of us from Lafayette to Katsina Ala. And among 5 of us, God so kind, I was the most brilliant chap among them all. The rest are royal families.
Okay.
But I'm also from royal family, but for village.
From Kiana.
So we are there. By that time, Katsina was in Thief division. Thief, you know Thief?
Thief, yes.
And I think it's the only town and 2 others who are prominently House of Fulani. Because the man who have Katsina it came from your place.
From Katsina.
That's why it should call Katsina Ala.
Right.
Well, yeah. I did my primary. Then they say the school is up to middle school. From primary, if you pass your exam, you go to middle school in Katsina Ala. So I went to middle school. Then at that time it was middle 4. When we finished with the four, we were supposed to go and work. Because there was no upgrading school again, except Katsina, Kano, Ukene, Bidda, Bauchi.
Those are the only secondary school in northern Nigeria.
Yeah, well, so then I shifted them. So it's okay. From Katsina Ala, then they choose four of us to Katsina. Myself, Tijani is the son of Alkali Lafayette, Dalhatu. You heard about Dalhatu? Rayana Dalhatu?
Yes.
You know him?
No. I've heard of the name.
They were working at the Premier's office in Kaduna.
Yes.
Went there.
So was it strange to move from Katsina Ala to the real Katsina? Did you find it difficult?
When they said I was going to Katsina, I said, this Katsina, where is Katsina? This far, this house is far. In the first place, I was not very keen. Then, from the discussion I was having with my people, I said, Katsina, your uncle is there in Katsina. And I said, hey, wonderful. Who is my uncle? They said, okay, his name is Ozeja. That is the name in Alago tribe. But his mother was a Kanuri woman. And he is not a Muslim. But he married Kanuri woman who is a Muslim from Lafayette.
He was living in Katsina.
Wait. When she came to China people they take native wine.
Yes.
She found herself to take Nigeria as a Muslim, which is against the Islam.
Yes.
She's there. She became Alago, behaved like Alago, and she born a child, a male child. When they made a child, the father said, okay, he's going to name him after his father. And the husband. That is my grandfather.
Yes.
So they named him. He grew up. Would you believe that boy did not follow his father's tradition? He followed that of his mother. So they brought him to Lafayette. When they brought him to Lafayette, he's supposed to go to his mother's house. But he said, no, he's not going to his mother's house. He's going to where his great-grandfather lived. That is Gidawombe. That is, I told you,
Yes.
it's our own.
Yes.
So you can imagine. So he came to our house. And then the mother also followed him there. So they are there. After some time, this appointment of Dubagari. What do you call the Dubagari?
Inspectors.
Inspector of health.
Yes.
To visit house. He was taken to Kefi. From Kefi, they took him to Katsina. So when I was going to Katsina outside for school, my uncle is already there. So I don't need to.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yes. So did you meet him? You say, how long did you stay in Katsina?
My-
How long were you there? Yes. So since you didn't finish from Katsina, you went to Bida.
No, what happened?
Yes.
Kano was upgraded. Katsina was upgraded. Okene was upgraded. Bauchi was upgraded. Which one again? Bida
Bida, yes.
was upgraded.
Yes. To full-scale secondary schools.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So since my uncle is there, I feel free.
Yes.
I will not fear again. and he was working in Katina Hospital. Kofang, in that, when you are going to, you know Katina Hospital?
Yes. Yes.
The old Katina Hospital.
Yes.
His house was there. When we went there, I said, look, I have my uncle here. I want to go and see him. They said, who's your uncle here? I said, they call him Idrisu, Idi Chana. Idi Chana, why is he working? I said, in the hospital. My people told me he's working in the hospital. I had to try and see him. I went to his house. Already he was aware of my name, but he didn't see me in first place. And he also had a son. His name is Shehu. Shehu was classmate of Amadou Kurfi.
Why did you move from Katsina to Bidda?
You see what happened when we were in Katsina. You know, we came from Benue.
Yes.
You people in Katsina, you don't have any food apart from Furade Nono.
That's true.
And we're not
And Tuwo, of course.
Eh?
And Tuwo.
And to that's all.
Yes.
And we're not used to it. So we complain.
You prefer yam.
And we used to leave our hair.
Yes.
We don't shave.
Yes.
They say we must shave our hair.
Yes.
All sorts of rule and regulation in Katsina did not favor us.
Okay.
So we started to complain. And if we go to hold leave, we shall not come back. So the information reached Premier Sadona. This boy from Benue, they are giving us headache. They say they don't like to eat our food. They only like their food, and we don't have. If we are to do them their food, I will cause problem in Katina school because our children will also report. Why are we giving them the best food and give them hula the non only? So the said, what we shall do now? We shall move these boys from Katina to Bida.
How many of you?
Thank you very much. I told you earlier, when we finished our middle four, some of us went to Bauchi. Bamunga Tukur, you know him?
Yes.
He was my contemporary, but he came from Adamawa to Bauchi. You know he went.
Yes, from Yola.
So he met some of my colleagues from Benue to Bauchi. And you know, Fudani and TV, they crack each other, Munshi.
They play.
So, Bamunga Tukur was there, and we were in Bida.
Yes. So were you happy in Bida?
I was,
when you moved from Katsina?
yes, I was
the food and
comfortable.
the culture was better for you?
I was happy. The only thing I was not comfortable. I came to be loving boys from Katsina.
So tell us, at what point did you start working? You've been to this school.
Yeah.
I know you went to Ahmadu Bello.
Yes, that's right.
But when did you start work?
When I start work, it is when I finish from Bidda. When I finish from Bidda, I have no work. I have no school again. And I had a girl, a woman in my town that I love her so much. Then I said, I'm no longer going to continue with any education more. I want to marry. My parents, everybody was not happy. Go and finish your school first before you got married. I said, no, I would marry before I go to school. So when I got married to her, I said, no more. I'm going to look for a job.
So you have a responsibility now.
Thank you very much. So I moved to Kaduna. My aunt was there. I go and stay with her. Then no job, but I have my wife. But since she's my aunt, we get food free, we get accommodation free.
Yeah.
And I'm not comfortable with my wife. I say, look, what do I do now? Let him go and look for a job. So when I went and applied the Minister of Trade and Industry and Cooperative.
Trade, Industry, and Cooperative. It's a ministry?
Yes.
Yes.
So when I went for the interview, Abu Bakr Imam from Zaria,
Yes.
he was the chairman
Of the Northern Public Service Commission.
commission. When he was interviewing me, I said, I come from Ghana. He said, which tribe? I said, Alhaji. Are you the people making trouble with Kambari? I was so shocked. I said, so what is happening? These people know about our relationship with Kambari. But I'm not concerned. Yet you are concerned. So come tomorrow, we shall give you your station. I come then they say, go to Funtua. This is how.
So you're back to Katsina again.
Back to Katsina.
When did you start working in the bank? Well, at one point you were in Barclays
You
Bank.
see, when I came from home, I started working with Barclays Bank as a clerk.
When after before the cooperative?
Before the cooperative.
Yes.
Before cooperative,
Yes.
I started working with the bank.
Yes.
So in the bank, you know something about accounts.
Yes.
So I have this knowledge. So when they give me cooperative, and then cooperative is also, they have something to do with accounts.
Oh, yes.
So I have more
Yes. So you left the bank to go to the Northern Civil
service.
Why? Because a lot of people, young people these days,
Yes.
will not understand that decision. Everybody wants to work in the bank
Yes.
because there is more money. Why did you move from the bank to the civil service?
Yes, because they said in the service I'm going to do, it has something to do with the human being. You will mingle with people. You will know their problem.
Yes.
You will sympathize with them. You will advise them.
Yes.
You advise them how to keep their money safe, how to be, not to be extravagant. So that knowledge that I acquire from the bank, I said, okay, I will apply in cooperative since they have something similar to the banking. You understand my
Yes,
point?
I do.
Yeah?
Yes. But at another point in your career, you also went to the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. When I went to the central bank again, it was when I was in Kano. People are talking about the central bank. I don't know what is central bank. But from what people have been saying, is the father or the mother of all the banks. Well, if it is mother of all the bank, which means if I'm there now, are more important
Yes.
instead of just a bank, only one bank. That's why
How did you get the job?
Somebody in Zaria, Ibrahim, he is working in the bank,
The Central Bank.
Central Bank,
Yes.
Kano. Kano.
Yes.
And I know people in Zaria. I know the late Emir, Shehu Idris.
Yes.
I know Bello Aliyu. They are all from Zaria. And this boy is also from Zaria, working in the bank.
Yes.
So I feel I have somebody who I can rely on. So he said, okay, Shehu, since that is the case, I will take you to the bank. But we have to go to Lagos. I said, Lagos? Kai, how can I go to Lagos? He said, yeah, because that is the headquarters. This one is branch.
Yes.
I said, okay, let's go. When I came to Lagos, I'm telling you this.
Yes.
I don't know anybody in Lagos. But then, I know some soldiers, army, police, soldiers. Shehu Musa Adwa, Buhari, Gamotiga, then Ali Guso. This Ali Guso.
The general from Gusau?
General Guso?
Yes. Where did you meet them, in Katsina or?
You see, Guso, how I met him in Kano. His sister is married to my friend Umaru.
What of Buhari and
Buhari.
And Aradua? Where did you meet them?
Katsina.
Okay.
I was in secondary and primary.
In the same school?
In the same school.
Yes.
I was Angwa Alkali.
You were ahead of them?
I was ahead of them. They were in the primary, we were in the middle section.
Yes. Okay, so you got a job in the central bank.
Got a job.
But apparently you didn't stay there long. Again, you went back to the civil service.
Thank you very much. You see, my problem with the central bank, you just work from morning to night. No rest.
Yes.
You only deal with money. No customer even. The customer are immigration or custom. I think they're the one when they collect money for revenue from the port.
Yes.
They dump it into the central bank.
Yes.
So when I went there, they posted me to the head of accounts. Look at me.
In Kano?
In Kano.
Yes.
They posted me to the account department. I said, do I know anything about this central bank? Or if I make a mistake now, what will be my fate again? They will sack me. I said, okay, God is there.
But I thought the salary must be very good.
Oh, salary was very good. Better than that, the government.
So why did you go back to government?
Thank you very much. I'm happy you asked me this question. I go back to the government because I don't want to waste all my time in the bank. No time to pray. No time to... forget about doing more money. Let me pray to my Allah. If my God will answer me, I may get money more than what the central bank are giving me. So I choose to be in government.
At what point were you called upon to be commissioner of Benue and Plateau State? And were you surprised about this?
You asked a very good question. When there was a change, the coup of 1966, when they killed Sadona and Tafawa Balewa, I think so.
Yes.
I was in Kaduna.
Yes.
I came from Kano to Kaduna.
Yes.
This coup took place, I was in Kaduna. Early in the morning when I wake up, I saw Sadona's house, fire. I said, what is happening? They killed Sadona. I said, oh, don't they? Can I go to Kano today? It was not possible because army have taken over. So I managed small time, reach Kano.
So I still go back to my question.
Please.
Now, the coup led to the breakup of the North. I think the states were created, the 12-state structure.
Yes.
And now you found Benue Plateau State became one.
Yeah.
At what point were you invited to be commissioner? This would be 75 or thereabout?
1970. Yes, 1975.
Yes. So why? Why were you invited? You are the first Alago man to be commissioner. Is it because of
No.
the balancing?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
You see what actually happened? I have a friend from Zaria, Shehu Mohammed. His father was in Zaria. You know him?
I've heard the name. Was he a judge?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Shehu Mohammed was a judge. His father was a judge.
Yes.
His father is Muhammad Lawal. They were the two only judges in the north.
Yes.
One is white one and one is...
Is it your connection to Zaria that led to your becoming commissioner? In
Thank you very much.
Plateau?
Because when I was with Shehu Mohammed, Balgore was a judge. Alpha, West was a judge. So they were all judges. Kalgo from Sokoto. Somebody also from Sokoto. They were all judges of the Supreme Court. And Shehu is my friend. Then I said, Shehu, they are making some election. They appointed new governor for Benue Plateau.
Gombok then. Is it JD Gombok?
After Gowon was overthrown.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Say Abdullahi Mohammed is a Yoruba man. It's not a Yoruba from Ilorin.
Yes.
Became the governor.
I see. Yes.
But he too was born and bred in Jos. And when he became governor, already Alpha Wargolo was the chief judge, the High Court, Jos. So they are all from Ilorin. They speak Yoruba.
Yes.
And he is appointing new commissioner. By then they were warned, don't bring any dishonest person to appoint as commissioner. Go and do your work thoroughly well. If this man never did, he's a straightforward man, an honest man, before you bring the name here.
Why were you taken to health as commissioner of health? Strange.
So when they say they are going to give portfolio, then I hear say they give me so health. What do I know about health?
Yes.
These people want to kill me or what? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not anything. I don't know anything. I'm afraid. Should I take this over? Then I said, okay, let him take it. After all, I'll ask the doctor, nurses do the work.
Yes.
I will hold it down.
Did you find it very difficult to hold this big job of commissioner, your community? Now you are the first one from your community, first Alago.
First Alago.
How did you handle the pressure? People, you are now a big man and everybody expects things from you.
When the people learn that I'm now a commissioner, you know what happened?
No.
The whole Alago become very happy. Everybody learned to just to congratulate me.
I see. Were you under pressure otherwise to maybe give money, jobs, and other things to members from your community?
Yes.
And how did you handle that?
I said, but why is the money? Why is the money?
I thought commissioners will have a lot of
I said, look, if it's a contract, but we don't give contract. It's governor who finalize everything. We are just his name. But the budget show I will spend so much from the municipal. But when it comes to the giving contract, the governor will give contract to any contractor he wants.
Very unusually, you were commissioner 4 times. Health, works, information. And, you kept moving from one place to the other.
Yes.
Why were you so sort of, I don't know if it's lucky to be in each government, because
you see, what will happen? What will happen? When we're in the council, the governor noticed that I know much about other ministry. So when the commissioner for work resigned, he said he didn't want to work. Then the governor said, okay, Shehu, handle your minister of health, handle your minister of works. I said, another 12 don't come to me. How can I hold this minister of work again? I don't know anything about it. I said, anyhow, I'll call the mechanic, I'll call the professional engineers, engineer of water, engineer of work, mechanical, electrical. I think this is the main. I said, okay, they are there in the ministry. I will ask them to do the donkey work. Advise me only. That's how I handled the thing. And when I was handling it, people thought I'm a qualified engineer. Not knowing that I'm getting information from
professionals in the ministry.
Yes. And sometimes I ask professionals, they could not even answer me. You see, they go to help. I acquire some knowledge. God also give me some idea what to say. So people thought I'm an engineer, but I'm not.
But of information, how will you handle Minister of Information, which will become
Aha.
commissioner later?
No, then later on, at the same time, at that time, Dan Suleiman, you know Dan Suleiman?
Yes,
He took over from Abdullah Muhammad.
yes.
When he came, I think when he handed him over, he was told that he should hold me tight. I'm a man of principle. If I'm annoyed, I will abuse you. Because that Shehu is very tough. He's not. He's very honest, but he's not very highly educated. So be careful handling him with care. So Dan Suleiman came. Dan Suleiman, his father was a Muslim. He was a Christian. You know he?
Yes.
Aha. So he was trying to side Christian in the country against Muslim. When I discovered that his father was a Muslim, if not only a Muslim, he was a district head of their village. I see.
Adamawa.
Adamawa. The name of their village is I forgot. So I took courage. I said, "God, I want to talk to you." I noticed in the country we are siding one side. Be careful.
As his commissioner, you told him that.
I told him, wallahi, I told him, I said, be careful. You come to Plateau, Benue Plateau, you don't know people in Plateau. You don't know them. There are more pagans than even Christians. So if you are siding Christian, I know, and pagans come to realize it, you'll be in trouble. And pagans have more sympathy to Muslim than Christian because they are in majority. It's okay. Shehu nobody.
Now, for somebody who, as you said, you are not, educated to, let's say, a certain level. One of the interesting thing about your career is how many university governing councils you also served.
Thank you very much.
Also,
Aha. Listen to
Lorin.
yeah, all right. I think the first governing council I saw was Sokoto. You know Yahaya Gusau?
Yes.
He was a permanent secretary during Sedona.
Yes, yes.
He was the chairman of the governing council.
You didn't like going to Sokoto?
Yes.
You didn't like going to Sokoto?
I didn't like going. I said, I don't understand these people. When I went there, Sokoto people speak their Hausa, but you hardly understand what they're talking.
Yes.
So when I went there, I
Especially
said,
if you are from Kiana.
I asked them, do you have water? He said, ow. Ow. I said, what is ow again? Nothing, do you have water? I said, ow. I said, this is crazy. Are these people Hausa Fulani? No. Then I asked somebody from Katsina. He said, when Busokote said to you, ow, E.
Yes.
I said, you should tell me E, mana.
Yes.
Then I said, Yalo, come. Go and bring me water. You have water, take out. So then I started to learn Sokotinci by tongue.
Yes.
Understand me?
Yes.
I started to learn thoughts and words in their language. They are Hausa, but they are not type of Hausa I used to hear from Sokoto, Katsina, Zaria, Kano.
Yes.
So I become familiar with them. To cut the story short, let me not forget. I don't want to forget. I told you, Shehu Malami was my classmate. Where?
Bida.
It's from where? From which school they take him to Bida?
I believe Katsina.
Ha.
So you mentioned Katsina.
Who took him to Bida?
No?
Who took him to Bida?
I'm not sure.
Sadona Sokoto. Because Shehu's father, I think is a cousin of Sadona.
Yes.
And Shehu, Madame. In the school, we poor people will write with biro or pen. It's on a gold packer. Gold.
Even as a student.
As a student, you come with this in Bida. I say, Shehu, who do this? I say, it's Sadona. And Sadona liked him very much. That's why Sadona took him to Bida and handed him over to Eastern Pay. You got it? Shehu is, his guardian is Eastern Pay. And Shehu, when we were in Bida, Allah, Shehu didn't eat, he will never eat food from the school. They will brought his food from Eastern Pay's house.
Palace.
Or sometimes he go and spend his time there. And later on he come. When he come late, they ask him. They will ask him, why are you late? He said, why am I late? But is it daytime? So another tough boy. He will argue with the teacher. But one thing will show, he doesn't play with prayer and Bible. No.
Quran.
The Lairu. He had
The
a
Lairu.
small, the Lairu small in his pocket all the time. When it is time for prayer, he will stop everything. In the class, even he will stop. He walk out. When he came back, they will ask him, why? I'm going to say my prayer.
So, did you enjoy these appointments that you had so many of them as on the governing council of universities, Sokoto?
Yes,
Ilorin?
I enjoy Sokoto. I didn't want to leave Sokoto again. Then the lecturer say, they also gave me appointment as governing council Ilorin. I said, how can I come to Sokoto and go to Ilorin? What else? Who are did this thing for me? I didn't know that some of the boys I went with in the school in Bida, they were permanent secretaries. They're the ones
Making this appointment.
making this appointment for me, not me. It was later on when I told the boys, they said, yes, Umukabada Sunanka. I said, but why didn't you ask me first? They said, Baba, go and do it. You will learn how to do it. We want you to be there because we know you.
Now you are fully retired. Did you do anything in terms of?
No, now I'm retired. I'm retired. You know, I have a house in Jos before,
In Jos?
a very big house.
Yes.
So when I discovered that most of the people I know in Jos, they are no longer there. States were created, like Okari, Tiwa Danjuma, they went to Taraba. So they say, all my people are not in Jos. I better leave.
So you moved to Abuja.
I moved to the...
Why not to Kiana?
Thank you very much. I'm afraid of going to China because China people will say, they don't bring money currently. You don't bring money now, we'll go chop.
Yeah.
No, I don't have money to give
But
them.
you are the Magajin Gari.
Forget it.
So you must have a role to play.
There's a lot of Magajingari. I'll tell you how I got it. Magajingari is a title in our place.
Yes.
It is given to the son of the chief. The son who the chief loved him more. That is why they give him
Yes.
Magaji. I said, okay, if the chief will love more, I want Magajingari. I don't want any title. I want Magajingari. My father is chief. I'm only his son. So people will respect me. But if it comes to the question of take over from him, I'm not very keen.
Why? I thought every prince
Madam,
wants to be a king.
Yeah,
or a
but
chief.
I hear the kind of chief demand from the public is too much on him. But if I say no, I will just pray. And pray and pray. Let somebody else took over. as far as chieftaincy is concerned, I don't want it.
So now you are quietly retired in Abuja. What do you do? What is your typical day like?
Sometimes,
Hmm.
as I sit down here,
Yes.
I move to Balgore.
Okay, his house.
You know, he has a house.
Yes, in Asokoro.
I'll go there, crack joke,
Hmm.
talk past events, activity, and the present economy in this country.
Hmm.
We should talk bitterly. We should talk sorry.
Hmm.
He says, Shehu, there's no government.
Hmm.
Buhari, Balgore will tell me. I'm sure most of our usual go.
Hmm. So do you have other friends beside him, or
Umar Mutalab, Balgore. These are the very serious friends that I have, that I stay with them for long. Others, I can't remember them. I know them, but I forget about those that are very close to me,
Yes.
and we discuss issues.
Yes.
Those that I usually go to.
Yes. You are 90 now.
90,
You are 90. How does it feel to be 90?
fine. But don't you ask me, well, I'm 90,
Hmm.
and I can tell you the date of my birth.
Hmm.
You like to know it? Do you like to know the date of my birth?
I believe it's 26 June 1932.
Correct. Who told you? Who did you know this?
I read about it somewhere.
Okay. Okay, you know how that day become a record that everyone should know?
No.
You know the bridge from Makadi across the river? The bridge.
Yes. Across the river Benue.
Yeah. The day it was commissioned. That was the day I was born.
So there's a historic link there.
Yeah?
Yes.
That is one.
History.
If you can't remember that one,
Yes.
Sultan of Sokoto Atahiru, when he was moved from Sokoto to Wakari, he came to Makadi. He was across the other side of river to Wakari. It was late in the night. So he stayed with the chief of Chetanawaya, Makadi North. His name is Shehu.
I see.
His name is Shehu. So when he came, he said, yes. But Shehu of Chetanawaya was a friend of my father. So when I was born in Makadi, my mother was pregnant. We came from China to Makadi. We have a family house there. I was there. So I was born there. So my father went to the Shehu, said his wife delivered a boy today. Yarima. Mace ko namiji? Ya ce namiji. So Shehu ne.
So he named him.
He named me Shehu. Sultan Dahiru came to Abu Bakadi. He stayed with the emir of Yetiramwaya. In their discussion, he told Sultan Dahiru that his friend, the son of Sakin Kiana, born a baby boy today. Oh, Madala. Okay, what is the name? Nimajine. Suna Shifa. I don't some Suna Shehu. Don't fordio. In this Dahiru. I think they used to call their Sultan Sokoto don't fordio. Shehu's one.
Yes.
Is it?
Correct.
So you find that this name Shehu was one. Two people bless it.
That's true. So if I am to ask you, Is there anything you do to keep healthy at 90?
Yeah?
I mean, you look, like you said, you look strong for 90.
Yes.
Is there any special thing you do? Any diet? Any?
You see, I eat good food. I don't like nonsense. If I get him money today, 20,000 today, I'll ask my wife, go to the market, buy better food. Don't bring me jaga food. I'll eat.
So you eat everything?
Oh, yes.
No,
I eat.
no restrictions?
No restriction. In fact, there was a time the doctor checked me. They said, you don't take too much sugar. And I said, I used to take.
You still take your sugar?
I take. But later on that, the doctor advised me strongly, I will get diabetes if I don't stop this. And you know diabetes is a silent killer.
Yes.
So I try to avoid and stick to what the doctor is advising me now. And I eat a lot. I eat a lot. In fact, every day, if I don't eat, I eat four times. Tell ask Mustafa, I will confirm it to you. And even my wife.
You look really strong for 90.
Very strong man. Because there are some people, there are my people who are 80, 70. When I visit them at Kano, they look scratches, so old.
Yes.
And they admire me.
Yes. No, I'm sure it's something to learn. Family life for you, you seem to have a large family?
Yeah?
Family, you have a large family.
I have 3 wives. I have how many children? I think 2. I think so. Yeah, but I may have more, but this one I cannot forget it.
What do you think of the situation in our country? When you discuss with your friends, when you compare to your time when you are a young man, when you are in government or anything, what strikes you as the difference between the situation we are now and that period?
Well, you know, as I told you, the First Republic, we have some elders who are really disciplined. Azikwe, Sadana, Awolowo. But of all of these, Sona is the best one. You know, Sadana was the leader of their political party, not Abubakar Tafawa Balewa.
Yes.
And if you people talk about democracy, Iowa has more representatives in the House. But educationally, they are backwards. Yeah?
That's true.
Correct?
Yes.
And Tafawa Balewa is a sound man with English. You would think he has gone to the university, but no.
Yeah. You wonder where he learned his English. It's a gift.
That one is the gift. Because he himself, he's not a Hausa Fulani. Do you know that?
Yes.
But he speaks Hausa. He's a gentleman. So when they formed the government of federal Nigerian government, who is supposed to be the prime minister?
Sadona.
Sadona say, Abubakar go. He sacrificed that office. He asked Abubakar to go to Lagos. People are wondering. And Awolowo was so happy if Sadona should come to Lagos because they would question him, he cannot even speak good English. But Sadona sent Abubakar. When Abubakar started to speak, he made one speech. He made one speech when he was swearing in as the Prime Minister of Nigeria. He got up. He said Nigeria belongs to Nigerians. Everybody can be a Prime Minister of this country. Talk about his tribe, religion, ethnic, whatever. He said, myself, I come from hill.
The hill.
In the hill. But today I'm the Prime Minister. So everyone else can become minister. Igbo, Yoruba.
So you think the difference between those times and now is the quality of the leadership?
Oh, definitely, it is. It is. They are not after money.
Oh, money.
They are not after money. They are after sacrifice to serve the people.
But our current leaders after money, you think?
Well, no, I wouldn't say so. Maybe God has changed the kind of leadership we should have. Not that they are corrupt. I wouldn't say that. Maybe God has changed. Say, you in Nigeria, before I give you Tapawa Balewa, Sadona, Awolowo, this time I'm giving you different type of people. Who am I to fight God? Can you fight God?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
So that is the position.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Alhaji Shehu Othman, for this very revealing discussion about your time in government and even about what is happening now in our country. I'd like to wish you well, long life and happiness, and also that you continue contributing to the affairs of this country as somebody who is still retired but not tired.
Yes, thank you.
And viewers, I'd like to thank you for joining us in this edition of Reminiscences, and hope you join us another time. Goodbye.